Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Yay! All right, so we have had quite a couple of hours. We have had some people not show up. We have some students who are going to be holding some scripts because they're playing in for other people, and we're just going to make this happen because that's what Shakespeare is about. So please, please, please enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for being here. These students have worked incredibly hard to memorize these lines, but the most important part is not this production. It's all the work that they've put in to understand what they're doing. And they have every single day come to me and they have butchered Shakespeare, and we've laughed about Shakespeare, and I hope that at the end of all this, they're going to go to high school and they're going to feel comfortable with hard literature, and that's really all this is about. So this is just the fun part of the hard work. Please enjoy, laugh when you think things are funny, and if they're not, that's okay too. So enjoy yourself. We do not have, I thought we would have a sound guy tonight. So Katie, Miss Weichert has helped us immensely by just kind of making sure that the sound is there. I know it is very warm out here. Please, if you need shade, there's shade over there. Do not hesitate to stand up and walk around if you need to. This is Shakespeare in the Park. And so there's a little bit of noise, there's kids. This is what we wanted to have happen. So enjoy yourself. We will have a 10-minute intermission after Act 3. And I'll come up and let you know when the intermission is. So enjoy yourselves. Yay.
And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bet in heaven, shall be holding out of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the younger Athenian youth to merriment.
Hippolyte, I wooed thee with my sword, I won thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee with another key, with frumple, with triumph, and with revel.
Happy Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What news come with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious Duke. This man hath bewitched the boss of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and entertained love tickets to my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, with finding voice versus a finding love. With cunning thou hast switched my daughter's heart. Turn her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness, and my gracious Duke, then she will not hear before your graciously consent to marry Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, and may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death.
What say you, Hermia? To you, your father should be as God. You, one to whom are but the form and wax. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father look, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must have his judgment look.
I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Even to die the death of to abjure fright the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. If you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of the night. Thrice blessed they that nestle so their blood. For earthier happy is the rose still, than that which withering on virgin thorn grows, lives and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my innocence up into his lordship.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me. Either prepare to die for the disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar swear to single love.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have your father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's.
You marry him? Scornful Lysander, true. You have my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right, if I do state out to Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed, and which is more, I am beloved of Beatus Hermia. Demetrius, I will vouch to his head. Made love to Nadar's daughter, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much of being overfull with self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come and come Aegeus. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, either to, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death, or swear him single. Some might know.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Be like for want of rain, which I could well afford in the tempest of my eyes.
I mean, for all that you could ever read, by tale or history, the course of true love never did run so smooth.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, then let us seek our trials patience.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she has no son, and from her house is remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place upon the Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house, and in the wood where I did meet thee once with Helena, I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair, that fair again unsay? Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so yours when I catch fair Hermia? Ere I go, my ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows
The
me.
more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault in mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to your our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, to the gates of Athens, we have devised to steal.
And in the woods where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, there Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens, turn our eyes to meet new friends and stranger companies. And good luck, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us. And good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my love. Adieu, Helena. As you on him, Demetrius dotes on you.
How happy summer other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he held down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia's felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here and I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here's a scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens, and is to play on our interlude before the Duke and Duchess during their wedding marriage.
First, good Peter Quince, tell what the play treats on, then name the names of the actors, and so grows to a play.
As I call you, Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready, name the part I am for, and proceed.
Nick Bottom, you are set down as Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
Y'all have some true tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I'll move storms. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for Hercules. I can play Hercules rarely. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Thisbe's car shall shine afar and make and mar our foolish fates. This was Lucky. Now name the rest of the players. This was Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein, a lover's more condolent.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quint.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have the beard coming.
That's all one. That's all one. You shall play in the mask.
And let me play Thisbe's part too. I'll hide my face and speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe, oh Pyramus dear, oh lover dear, oh Thisbe dear, oh lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus. This Flute, you Thisbe.
We'll proceed.
Robin Starling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Robin Starling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Slug the joiner, the lion's part.
Have you the lion's part written? If not, give it me, for I'm slow to study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
And let me play the lion's part too. I'll roar you that'll do any man's heart good to hear me. I'll roar you that the Duke will say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you shall do it too, terribly, you will fright the duchies and the ladies. And that'll be enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all, and every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out their wits, that will be enough discretion to hang us all. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you any sucking dove, and I will roar you 'twere any nightingale.
No, you must play Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man that you shall see in a summer's day. A most gentleman-like man, therefore you must need play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard will I best to play it in?
Why, what you will. Masters, here are your parts. I am to entreat you to learn them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace with a mouth without town by moonlight. For if we meet in the city, we will be dodged with company. Therefore, and I'll draw a list of props that our place such need. Therefore, fail me not.
And there we will meet, most obscenely and courageously. Be perfect, take pains, adieu.
At Duke's Oak we meet.
Whither wander you? Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, swift within the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou law of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For he is passing fell in wrath, for she as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would make the child knight of his trade to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square, and all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you're that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagery, and those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet puck do their work? And you should have good luck? Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeliness of a filly foal. And sometime lurk I in Goss's bowl in the very likeliness of roasted crab. And when she shrinks against her lips I bob, and upon her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tale, sometimes for grief but so mistaken me. Then I slip from her bum and down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough. And then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh and sneeze and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, with that he were gone.
All met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry rash wanton, and not I, thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here? But that the bouncing Amazon, your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the midsummer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest or mead, or in the beach margent of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping us into vain as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land have every pelting river made so proud that they've overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this temperature, we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies on you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive, and go big-bellied with the wanton wind. With she, with pretty and with swimming gait, following her womb, then rich with my young squire would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, that boy did die, and for her sake will I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perhaps till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our rounds, and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till they torment thee for injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou remember, I once sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid singing on a dolphin's back.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth Cupid, all armed, a certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votarist passed on through maiden meditation. Fancy free, yet marked I wear the bolt that Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids lay, will make man or woman madly dote upon the next living creature it sees. Fetch me this herb.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. Next thing then she waking looks upon, be it a lion, bear, wolf, or bull, on a meddling monkey, or, no, a busy ape. She shall pursue it with the soul of love, and ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, she shall render up her page to me. But, who comes here? I'm invisible. I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one who slay, the other slayeth me. You told me they were stolen into this wood, and yet here am I, and woe within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more. You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you. Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worse place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on
And
you.
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of the night with the rich worth of your innocence.
Your virtue is my privilege, for it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
Let me go! Or if thou do follow me, do not believe it that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, the town, the field you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, we cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. I pray thee, give it. Oh. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower here?
Aye, here it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and nodding violet grows, quite over canopy with luscious woodbine and sweet musk roses and eglantine. There sleeps Titania, sometime in the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin weave wide enough to wrap a fairy in. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Thou shalt know the man for the Athenian garments he hath on, affected with some care that he may prove more fond of her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, a fairy song. Sing me asleep, and then to your offices to let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongues, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blind birds do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby, la 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 lullaby.
Hence away, now all is well. One aloof since sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost awake, do it for thy true love's take. Be it a lynx, cat, bear, or pod, or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One church shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and a troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off, yet do not lie so near.
Well, take the sense sweet of my innocence. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but two hearts we can make of it. Then lie by your side, no better me tonight, for lying so hard. I do not lie.
Lysander riddled very prettily. Now much was true my manners and pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lies. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off in human modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and maid. So far be this end. Good night, sweet friend, thy love never alters to thy sweet life's end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, that despised the Athenian maiden. And here the maid, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this black love, this kill courtesy. Churl upon thine eyes I throw, all the power this charm doth bow. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, thou kill me, sweet Demetrius. No, I charge thee, and do not haunt me thus. Wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so. Stay, on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wherever so she lies, for she has blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I'm ugly as a bear, her beast that made me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through the fire I move from thy sweet city. Transparent Helena, nature shows the art which makes me see thy heart. Oh, where is Demetrius? How fit a word that vile name perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. Though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? But Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I have with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It is not enough, young man, that I did never, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must flout my insufficiency? I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should be of another man abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and if ever thou wakest, never come Lysander near. And to all my powers address your love, and to might honor Helena, and be her life.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Oh, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander? Lord? What out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? I swoon, almost with fear. Either death or I'll find you immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, Pat, here's a marvelous and convenient place to rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, and the tauntaun break our tiring house. We shall do in action as we'll do before the duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest now, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will not please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
A parlous fear? I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit, for I have a device that will make all will. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we'll do no harm with our swords, and that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of their fears.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8. 6 is fine.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Nay, half of his face must be thrown to the lion's neck, and he must speak out saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would entreat you, or I would request you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life or yours. For if you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity on my life. And there he must say his name plainly that he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there's 2 hard things. That is to put the moonlight into the chamber. For you know, Peter says this be by moonlight.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion. Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar, look in the almanac. Fine moonshine, fine moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then, you must leave a great casement of a great chamber window, and there we will play. Open the casement, and the moonshine may shine through.
I, or else must come with the bushes, thorns, or lanthorns, and say he comes to disfigure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then, there is another thing. We must have a great wall in the great chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk to a chink of a wall.
You could never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some rough cast, or some loam, or some plaster, to signify wall. And he must hold his fingers out like thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Then all is well. Come sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, go behind that bush, so according to everyone's cue.
What hemp-head homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play? I'll be an actor if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of Odious savor sweet.
Odorous! Odorous!
Odors savor sweet. So have thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice, stay but here a while, and by will I to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus that ever played here.
Must I speak now?
I must you, for you understand, but he goes to the noise that he heard. And he's to come again.
most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, a red rose on triumph rare, most risky juvenile, eke most lovely Jew. As true as horse that yet would never tire. I meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's too.
Ninny's too, man. Why, you must not speak of that yet. You answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus answered, you cue is past. It is never tired.
Oh, as true as horse that yet will never tire.
I prepare for these are only thine. Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Brave master! Cry rescue! Ah!
I'll follow you! I'll lead you round!
Why did they run away?
They fear them to make me fear.
Oh, bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee? What do you see? Do you see the aspect of your own, do you? Bless thee, bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery, just to make an ass of me, to frighten me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I shall walk up and down here, and I shall sing, and I shall show that they are not afraid. The owl's the clock so black of hue with orange tawny bill, and thrust and with his nose to true and run with little quill.
What angel wakes me from this flowery bed?
The precious sparrow and the lark saw cuckoo gray, as man knows a man's with mark, and answer does not may.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye thrilled to thy shape. Thy fair virtue's force doth move me, and on the first view to say to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you show little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason well, keep little company together nowadays, and to more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
If I were so wise to make out this wood my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my stay, and I do love thee. Therefore dote on thee. I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou in pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so that thou like an airy spirit shalt go. Peas blossom.
Ready?
Cobweb.
And I.
Moth.
And I.
Mustard seed.
And I.
Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and pluck the wings from the painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him curtsies.
You need me?
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. What is your worship's name?
Peace Blossom.
I offer more acquaintance to you, Peace Blossom. Your name, I beseech you, sir?
Cobweb.
Give me Sir Cobweb. Your name, I beseech you? Mustard Seed. I know that you patience well, Mr. Mustard Seed. Many of your ox hath eaten many of your kind. I promise you, your kindred made my wise eyes water ere now. I desire more acquaintance of you.
Sir Mustard Seed. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently. Lead him to my bower.
and Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, she must dote on in extremity. How now, mad spirit? What night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress, the monster, is in love. While near her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, approved patches, rude mechanicals that were for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' wedding day. The shallowest thick-skinned of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, left the scene and went behind a bush. An ass's knoll I then fixed on his head. Anon his thisbe must be answered. When they him spy, away his fellows did fly. Here, over and over, one falls, another murder cries, and help from Athenian calls. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania awaked, and straightway looked, an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet lashed the Athenian eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the man, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, kill me too. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What good is this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Oh, dog, oh, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then, henceforth never be numbered among men?
I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on sumptuous sight. About this wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. I'll fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, by some illusion see over your hair. I'll charm his eyes before she does appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than an arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in the apple of an eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one.
Why should you think I should woo with scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep.
You do advance your cunning more and more. These vows are Hermia's.
I had no judgment when I swore to her.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves Helena and loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripened show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Spite, oh hell! I see all bent to set against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too? You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
Demetrius, you are unkind, for you love Hermia. This you know I know.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If I ever loved her, all that love is gone.
Helen, it is not so.
Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press not go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Fair Helena, who more enguiles than all fiery light. Why seekest thou me? Could this not make thee know the hate I bear made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she's one of this confederacy. Hermia, will you tear our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, amazed your other love, Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, perfect, divine? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean.
I do. Make mouths upon him when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Hold the sweet jest up.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it.
Quick, come. Lysander, where do you take all this?
Let loose, vile thing. Let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why hast thou grown so rude? What saves you this sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tardy tartar! Out, lost medicine, hated potion! Hence!
Do you not guess?
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What shall I do? Hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I will not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore?
I, by my life, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee and love fair Helena.
Oh me, you thief of love! Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet you!
Puppet? Why so? That way goes gay. Are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thy painted maple? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can break and die.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewdness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she's something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
Be not afraid, Helena. She shall not harm you.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part. Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little? Why do you suffer her to float me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus, you bead, you acorn! Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try whose right, thine or mine, which are most Helen.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with you. Cheek fight
you, mistress, nay, go not back!
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed, and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not say that I know the man by the Athenian garment he had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as so one come not within another's way. Then, when he is asleep, crush this herb into Lysander's eyes, whose liquor has virtuous property to take all errors from his sight. When they next awake, all his derisions shall seem a dream and fruitless visions, whilst I in the affair do the employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from this monstrous view, and all other things shall be peace. Make haste, have no delay, we may effect this business before day.
and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared through field and town.
Goblin, lead them up and down.
Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Thou runaway, thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where doth thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging? Come, thou child.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. His villain is much lighter, he'll deny. Fast did I follow, faster he did fly. He will arrest me. If thou show me thy grey lights, I'll find Demetrius and revenge the spite.
Oh, thou coward, why comest thou not? Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Go thy way. Faintness constrains me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach look to be visited. O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shed comfort from the east that I may back to Athens by daylight. And sleep, that sometimes shut up sore eyes, steal me away from my own company.
Yet but 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds makes up 4. Here she comes, all cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to drive poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. I can no further crawl, no further go. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven's shield, Lysander, if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou shalt take his true sight, true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The mill shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses on thy sleek head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom? Ready. Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Mr. Cobweb?
Ready.
Mr. Cobweb, get your weapons in hand, and catch me a red-headed toby on the top of the thistle. And Mr. Cobweb, please bring me a honey bag, and the honey bag break not, and I'll loathe you if it was overflowing. Where's Mr. Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give your name, Mr. Mustard Seed. Great, give me your courtesy.
What's your will?
Nothing but to help Mr. Cobweb to scratch. Let's go to the barber suit, for I am marvelously hairy along the face. And by hair about to tickle me, I must scratch.
Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a good ear in music. Let's hear the tongs and bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desires to eat.
Good hay, sweet hay, hath no follow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek these squirrels' hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I would rather have a handful of 2 dried peas. Let your people not disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
said Robin. Seest thou the sweet sight? Here, dotage, now I do begin to pity, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, when I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask of her changing child, which straight she gave me, and now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the others do, may all the Athens back again repair. And think no more this night's accidents, but his fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release my fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon! What visions I have seen! Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe this visage now.
Sounds well. Robin, take off his head.
When thou awakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereupon these sleepers be.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trip, we after night's shade.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you. Cry out the forester. Uncouple in the western valley. Let them go.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once. When in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear so musical a discord.
My hounds are branded of the Spartan kind, and their ears are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep with this Lysander, this Demetrius, this Helena. Oh, neither Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came here to grace our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day Hermia should give her answer of choice?
It is, my lord.
Bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up, for I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no admitting?
My lord, I shall reply half sleep, half waking, but I swear I cannot truly speak how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak. Now do I bethink me. Hermia and I came hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might without the peril of the Athenian law.
Lord, enough. You begged the law upon his head, they would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, therefore God defeated you and me.
My lord, fair Helena told me of their purpose hither to this wood, and I, in theory, hither followed them. Fair Helena, in fancy, following me. But, my lord, I know not by what power it is, but by some power indeed. My love for Hermia melted as the snow. Now all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, I was betrothed, ere I saw Hermia, but, like in sickness, I did loathe this food, and now in health come to my natural taste. Now I do love it, wish it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something more, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity.
These things seem small and indistinguishable. Methinks I see these things as the parted eye, when everything seems double.
And I have found Demetrius like a jewel mine own and not mine own. Are you sure that we are awake? It seems that yet we sleep, we dream. Did you not think the Duke was here and bid us to follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let's recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me. My next line is Most Feared Pyramus. Pyramids. Now, take her. They've stolen me Hudson, left me asleep. I need her for her vision. Dream. Pass the witted man to see what dream it was. Thinks I have. We thought I had. Mayor's been asked if we are going to expound this dream. And no one can tell what. Mayor's been hatchful. He will offer to say what not we thought I had. Man thought had ears to see, a tongue to conceive, and a heart to report to what my dream was. I'll give Peter Chris right down at this dream. This should be called Bottom Street because it hath no bottom. And it shall sing it before the play to her doom, and maybe after her death.
Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
That is not possible. You have no man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
No, he has simply the best way of any handicraft man in Athens.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords, ladies, more merry. If our sport has gone forward, we had our name then.
Oh, sweet bully bottom! If the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day for Pyramus, nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, almost courageous day, almost happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you I am not a true Athenian, I'll tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a word to me. All that I have to say is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps, and have Thisbe have some clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion's part his nails, for they shall hang down as the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat nor garlic nor onion. We are to utter sweet bread, and I do not doubt that they will say that this was a sweet comedy. And yeah, that's it. No more words.
Too strange, my Theseus, what these lovers speak of.
More strange than true.
Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that apprehend more than cool reason can ever comprehend.
But all the stories of the night told over, and their minds transfigured so together, grows something of great constancy, howsoever strange.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy and mirth. Joy and mirth.
More than us to wait in your royal walks. Your board, your bed.
Where's the usual manager of work? What revels are at hand? Is there no play that ease the anguish of torturing an hour before bedtime? Where's Phyllis?
Here, writing Theseus.
What verdict do we have for the evening?
There is a list how many sports are right, a choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle of the centers to be snubbed by Athenian inch to the heart. Well, none of that. The right of the Thisbe bachelors tearing the Therian's anger and the rage. That's old device. A tedious brief seed of young permissive love Thisbe. Very tragical birth. Very untragical. Tedious and brief, that's hot ice, and wonder stage snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 lords long, which is brief as I know a play. But by 10 lords long, my lord, it is too long, which there makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apart. One player fitted, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made my eyes water, but more merry tears than the pasture loud blood never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens, that have never labored so hard in their minds, tell no.
We will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not you. I've seen it over and over, and it is nothing in worth unless you take sports in a chest extremely stretched with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear the play, for never anything can be amiss. When simplest duty, go bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged, indeed in the same comparison.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you should think we come not to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill that it's the true beginning of our end. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider that we come but in despite. We do not come as minded to content you. Our true intent is, all for delight, we are not here. That you should hear repent you. The actors are by 10, and by the show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doctor stand upon points.
Indeed, he has put on his prologue like a child on a rotary sound, but not in government.
Who's next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at the show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This mare, Pyramus, if you would know, this beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man with long life and rough past does present wall. That vile wall, when he did these lovers asunder, and through walls chink, poor souls are content to whisper. At the which let no man wonder. This man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presents moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think, no scorn, but to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, lion height by name. I wonder if the lion is speaks.
No wonder, my lord. One lion mate with many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, once thou by name, present a wall, in such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crane-holder chain, in which the fearful lovers Pyramus Thisbe did whisper very secretly, very often. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone not show that I, in that same wall, and the truth is so, and this the crane is, right and sister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire your wide hair to speak?
It is the wittiest partition I have ever heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, brimless night, oh night with hue so dark. Oh night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. Now wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine. Oh wall, show me to thy chink to blink to spy on mine eye. Jove shield thee well for this. But what do I see? No Thisbe do I see. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Thus deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now. It'll fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, well, often hast thou heard my moans for parting me and my pyramids.
I see your voice. Now to this change I spy out if I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love!
Think my God well, I thy lover's grace, and like lavender I trust thee still.
And I like Helen to praise me too!
Not shall blister progress I to you.
I shall blister progress I to you!
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kissed the lost hole, but now you look well.
Wilt thou meet me at these stones straight away?
Thy life, thy death, I go without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my purchased heart, and being done, thus wall doth go.
This is the silliest song ever I heard.
The best of this kind are the shadows, and the worst are no worse than imaginary.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor, may now, perchance, both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar. Then now that I, as snug the joiner, and a lion fell, nor else no lion son. For if I should as lion come and stifle into this place, swear pity on my life.
Assure my heart, but I pity the man.
Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horn moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
This lanthorn doth the horn moon present. I, the man in the moon.
The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
I am aweary of this moon, but he would change.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush. And this dog, my dog.
Well, run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well, Master Lion.
This is old Nanny's too. Where's my love?
Oh.
Rawr.
Well roared, lion.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take truest Thisbe sight. What spin? Oh, spy! What mark, poor knight? What dreadful doe do I see here? Oh, dainty duck! Oh, thy mantle good! What? Stained with blood? Approach, ye furies! Fell! Oh, fates, come, come, cut thread and throw! Quail, crush, conclude, and quell! Thus I die. Boom the left pap where the heart doth hop. Die, 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 die.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back to find her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion innocent play.
Asleep, my love. What? Dead? I know. Oh, Paris, arise! Speak! What's up? Dead? Dead? A tear must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose. These yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Are gone. Lovers, make moan. His eyes are green as slate. Oh, sisters three, come to me. The canvas now spills. Lay them in gorm. Since you have shore with shears as dirt as silk. Come, trust me. Come, trusty sword. Come, believe. My breast to rear. This the end. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
I am bold too. Don't blood, I pray you, for your...
No, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear Bangsroom dance between the two of our companies?
No, beloved, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse for when the players are all dead. There needs no excuse. Blamed, married, if he that was, in all the play pyramids, the king himself with this regard. It would have been fine tragedy, and so is truly, and very noble wisdom. But come, your brother, let your epilogue alone. Oh yeah! Woo!
Now the hungry lion roars and the wolf howls the moon. Now it is the time, the graves all gaping wide. Everyone let forth his sprite through churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, are now a frolic. No mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am set with room before, and sweep the dust behind the door.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall best be. And the issue, there create, shall ever be fortunate. So shall the couples three, ever true and loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand.
Never mole, hair slip, nor mark prejudice, such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be.
Each fairy take his gate, and through this palace each chamber bless. Chirp away, make no stay, meet us all by the break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended. That you have let slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and robbery shall restore amends.